like, ooh la la, ah wee wee. They go, ooh la la, ah wee wee. Like, ooh la la, ah wee wee. They go, ooh la la, ah wee wee. Like, ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop up out the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, then the question really is, where you been? Over here on this side, we deal with sports, hip-hop, entertainment, popovisms 101, interviews sometimes, and motivation. No gym today. Today's Saturday. If that sound like something you can rock with, then before you leave off this page and hit stage left, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash that noti bell, so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. You get alerted when I upload the videos. And if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, good looking. But you know how I do. You know how I start my show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. We in the end game. And we in the end game because today, it's the next day now. It's really the 20th, the 22nd now. But today would have been big 50th birthday, like live from Bedford-Stuyvesant, the livest one. Representing BK to the fullest. Gats, I pull it. Bastards ducking when big be bucking. Chicken heads be clucking in my back room. Yeah, you know what I mean? We got the big joint. And rest in peace to Big. I wish I was in Baltimore today. I was out of town today and shit, looking at some things, doing some stuff. I didn't know they was giving out the I would have liked to get one just as a collector's item. As y'all can see, I like to collect shit. In fact, while I was out there in Baltimore, got the, you know what I mean? The big chip, got the big right out of the jitters. Look kind of a little lighter, man. Look a little bright and tense. It was just hot as a fuck today too. Let's be clear. You know what I mean? It's hot as a fuck today. Super hot, like heat wave. Brought the little Biggie chips and shit. Man, I did a video. Obviously, all these years later, his what would have been his 50th birthday. You know what I mean? He's still revered. He's still considered one of the greatest MCs of all time. You see Muhammad Ali right there? Oh, actually, I probably can't see that. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all times. He's and he's not the greatest in my book. You know what I mean? No more in the sense of let me bring this down a little bit so I can see my shit a little better. You know what I mean? He ain't the greatest in my book no more. Go see the other video. I got Nas 1, I got Hove 2. At one point in time, I had Hove 1, Nas 2. But Big been dropped out for me. And it's no disrespect to Big. Obviously, his legacy is still around. And it conjure up the thought of, do you ever think about when you out of here, your record deal, your video, and all that shit out here? And how will they remember you? And I hope they remember you. And we see, obviously, Big is iconic for the songs and the impact he had on hip-hop. Obviously, he's credited with bringing the East Coast back when everybody was on Dre, Snoop, and when it was a West Coast thing, West Side. And so his legacy will forever live. Obviously, Born, Ready to Die, then Life After Death, and then Born, the songs where everybody jumped on and shit like that. And, so it was just interesting to see that after all these years, obviously still Mr. C played some shit. When I got right back to New York, Mr. C was just coming on, and he was like, I'm going to play a song with me and Big that y'all never heard before. So it was just good to see the legacy still going strong. How will your legacy be remembered? And, New York, stand up. I mean, it's New York in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house. Uptown in the house. Shaolin everybody, are you in the house? But what I wanted to say is while I was out, if I would have known, I probably would have had somebody go downtown because we're gonna be talking about a lot of shit off the internet tonight. Shit that's wild, crazy. Well, there's a video coming out of Brooklyn, and allegedly, maybe kind of sorta. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Did I save it? Yeah, I think I did save it. They was giving out the they wasn't giving out, but it's a limited edition of Big on the Metro card from New York. So for his 50th birthday, or would have been, they decided to come out with the Metro card. And shit. And so the lady was taking mad long. And this is only in Brooklyn where they was born.
What we talking about? Ain't nothing to talk about.
Everybody lined up to get them Biggie cards. And when she was done, they start clapping and all that. Crazy. Like only in New York you gonna see some shit like this. They booing the old lady, you know what I mean? And so I would have liked to get a card. Hopefully it's still some, and they made enough. I think they just sold it in the Brooklyn, outside of his old neighborhood at the train station. So that's why you see the whole crowd. And so again, you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen, and lowlife. Like, you know what I mean, Slick Rick reference. How will they remember you, and what's the legacy you building? But let's talk about some other shit though, because I just wanted to get that out. Oh, matter of fact, before we get to that, not only is it Big birthday, but it's my nephew's birthday. You know what I mean? Small boy, aka V Twizzy V12. He just came out with a song today. Matter of fact, hold on, I'm not gonna play the song yet right now, but I just want to look at something real quick. Where is it at? I want to make sure I get the name of the song right. That's what I'm trying to do. So it's out on all platforms. I want y'all to go fuck with it, go check it out. Oh, it's called I Know. You know what I mean? Pretty much, my little nephew, he just turned 22 today and shit. You know what I mean? That's the little cover right there, and that's his little quick plug. I take care of this before I take care of us. You know what I mean? If my crew gonna get in, then the X makes an exit to the rear. I'm out of here. Don't front on my brothers. Take care of them before I take care of us. And that's what we're gonna take care of right now and talk about this shit. First, I'm gonna show them the video first, because this shit, I ain't gonna lie, this shit had me triggered. So first of all, before I show the video, let me just say this, right? In the manosphere, and I told y'all, when I first came back to YouTube and started going in these streets every day and running through these alleyways, and they should have never. I came across a lot of these manosphere channels and the women's sphere and all that. And I'm not going to discredit them and say it's some bubblegum shit, because obviously I like a lot of the channels and some of the individuals. Although I don't agree with everything that or rhetoric that they spitting, I do agree with some. And maybe because I'm on the man side and I just see things, a certain way. Without unbiased though, I pride myself on calling a spade and right is right, wrong is wrong. And although some areas of gray is like, what's your intentions? I'm big on what are you bringing to the table as far as your intentions. Are you here to fuck some shit up on purpose? Are you here to do some fuck shit, or do you have good intentions and then some things just got messed up by accident, or that wasn't the cause? That's important to me. I don't know if that's important to a lot of people, but for me, that's how I normally use the scales of judging. Like in the Moon Knight series, and you're gonna weigh the scales, that's how I weigh them. With that being said, you see in the manosphere, obviously, it's a lot of mud slinging at the women, and then in the women's sphere, slinging at the men. And, oh, but you black. And although it's not exclusive to just being black, because it's black, white, Asians, other people of other ethnicities and other, backgrounds, nationalities. But I focus on black because that's what I am, even though I'm a light-skinned brother. You hear, like, in the manosphere, the brothers is like, yeah, women is, they strong, they independent. And you hear women saying that. Obviously, I don't need no man, I don't need nobody. And so, again, before I show the video, I don't need no man, I don't need this strong and independent. So, obviously Kevin Samuels was a big fixture in, not creating the manosphere, but taking it to new heights. And obviously, for those that's not familiar, I remember an episode, and I don't watch all the content, even though I was a fan and watched some of the stuff for entertainment purposes and to learn a little something and just to see, because I think he's an intelligent brother. With that being said, I gotta you know, how they say, preference my statements first. It was an episode where it was a young lady on there, I'm gonna say 25, 24-ish, you know what I mean? And he was like, you know, do you smile at me? And she was like, why would I smile? And now that we not in certain times no more, you know, she wasn't like being mean, but what she was saying, it wasn't adding up. And then he was like, clip it, put it on World Star. This is what I'm talking about. You have sisters that don't even want to smile like at the brothers. You know what I mean? And so it's a narrative of like, you know, that the women have created and that the men is like, fuck it. Well, if that's how y'all gonna be, that's how y'all gonna be. And then you have stories like this come out, or not stories, but you have situations like this that's trending on the news. And also, before I show the video, was another incident up in Harlem, you know what I mean, where I'm from, you know what I mean, New York City, for those that's not in the New York area, where it was a dude talking to a girl, and he had a skateboard in his hand, or like down, and then out of nowhere, now he just took the skateboard and just hit her across the face and, you know, fucked up real bad. And then he walked back to the dudes that was standing in front of the projects, and they all was laughing. And it was like, this shit is unacceptable to me. Now I'll show the video and then I'll get into the thoughts, because it's a quick little video. And that's why you see the title, do black men need to do more? And instead of white supremacy, even though on my channel, if you're familiar, you're familiar. If you're not, get in tune and you'll soon catch up. I'm not setting myself on fire. I'm not flipping hamburgers off side of the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm not running around asking people for hugs, doing all that dumb shit that the other channels be doing. I'm also not going to use clickbait. Although the title may be a little, you know what I mean? Like, what is he talking about? It's never going to be just the opposite. Like, you see a lady doing something, then when you click on it, it's some dumb shit. That I won't do. But I put black supremacy in the title for a reason, and I'm gonna talk about that. So here we have a young sister. I think they're in Allenton, Texas, or they're in Dallas somewhere. Where I told y'all I went to Dallas one time. Went to Jerry World, Jerry Jones Stadium. It was for the All-Star game, not for football, but for basketball. And, you know, although we had a good time, we was out there with the fellas, and I was having a good time. You could sense racism to me, like, you know what I mean? Being locked up, which I, you know, before I know I'm going on, but this is my show. I do what I want, and we could let a couple more people come in. Prison is the closest thing to me. Obviously, I'm not from Harriet Tubman days. I'm not Kunta Kinte. You know, I wasn't born in that era. You know what I mean? Fortunately, I'm born in the era that I was born in. But the closest thing from watching TV, watching documentaries, reading books, etc. like that, and it's still on a low scale. So when I say it, don't be alarmed. But prison is equated to slavery to me, because your liberties is taking you a number. They can just come take your property. They assault you, call you nigga. But certain jails, you can sense the racism in the officers more than others. So I'm saying that to say, out in Dallas, when you go on, you know, on the highways and you see George Bush Highway and you see certain things, you could sense a little more. It's like, oh, we're not in Kansas anymore. You know what I mean? Like, all that shit that used to be cool ain't cool anymore. It's not New York. It's not Atlanta. It's not certain places. You could sense like, oh, I'm in a different lands here. So I just wanted to say that now the video, if you didn't see it, this is the video right here. It's a young woman who said she was going to the gas station to get gas. Some white dude came in behind her, but he was talking crazy, saying racial stuff, even though you don't hear that in the video. You just see him really wilding on her. But this is what she's saying after the incident. He was saying some, you know, racial shit and some wild shit. Then I'm at the counter trying to pay for my gas. He put his biz on the counter, and he was standing close to me. So I moved his biz a little bit over and was like, can you give me space? And then that's when he hit it. And I'll show the video now.
It was punch after punch after punch.
I never thought I would be in like a situation like that, ever. I walked into the gas station, he came in after me and was just like ranting and raving about y'all's kind and y'all need to go back and all this other stuff.
While she was buying gas at the counter, she says the man was making racial remarks and was standing close to her, so she asked for some space.
And he didn't back up. I told him like, you know, like I could just call my dad or whatever. He was telling me like he had his gun in his car. So at that point I felt threatened. And then he put his beers on the counter in front of my stuff and I slid them over, and at that point that's when he started punching me in the face.
Let's take the video frame by frame. She's facing him, his leg at the bottom of the screen. You can see her arm move. Then he swings and punches her in the face.
I was literally shocked after the first hit. You
See the first punch, she ate that shit though.
I was just like,
I ain't gonna front. She took that shit.
I want like real charges to be brought to him, not just something simple. Like this is an actual hate crime based on everything he was saying, and it's happening all over, like to other people. And I just don't want it to happen to somebody else, like in my neighborhood.
And she says it starts by having him arrested. Seconds. It was punch after punch after punch.
I never thought I would be in like a situation.
So that's the video, obviously, and I ain't gonna lie, I was triggered and I was mad instantly, you know what I mean? Not just because he's a white dude. Obviously, I talk about it on the channel a lot. You know, men are the stronger sex, so we have the advantage. Whether no matter how strong and independent a particular woman thinks she is. Now, again, if you skilled, then, you know, you're gonna have those, you know, those unicorns or those instances where a woman probably could beat a man. I've seen it, but it's rare. You know what I mean? It's rare. Man is smaller on some, what's the movie? Retribution and shit. It's rare. Obviously, that's not the norm. So this is why I put the black supremacy and can men do more, and this is how I want to tie it in. Because when you read the comments, it's crazy. And when you look at the video, you see why he wilding on her. You see a black guy is walking up the aisle. Looks like he looked a little young, but he walking up the aisle. Then right behind him, you see like a little kid coming. So people in the comments like, yo, and then you see a black dude walking out the gas station on the phone. Now we don't know if he was dead and witnessed this, but we don't know if he was dead and he witnessed this. You know what I mean? That's my nigga just making sure I'm good. We just coming back from eating dinner, celebrating. Yeah, doing the live right now. We don't know if he was in the gas station when this thing happened. We do see the other black brother come out. So this is why the title is should black men do more? Because you hear men say, well, they stronger and independent. These bitches is ratchet. These bitches is unruly. They don't give a fuck. So why should I put myself on the line? And in some instances, I agree with that. However, in this case, I don't agree. And I'm saying, like, if it was me there, obviously you can Monday morning quarterback the situation. But I'm popping when I see something like that. And the thing is, if it was one of my sisters, my little nieces, one of my little cousins that was getting their ass whipped and getting assaulted pretty much. And obviously he's white, so now it's that dynamic of white on black, you know what I mean? And it's, oh, he's a supremacist now. I don't know what he was saying. Obviously the young lady is saying that he was saying some off the wall shit. So maybe he is. We see what just happened in Buffalo. We see the officer in Attica, who I was just talking about, prison, tweeting out like funny comments like this shit is good, that this dude came up in there and just killed all those people. And there's not enough talking about that, to be honest as well. There's a lot of other bullshit that people was talking about. And I'm going to tie that into as well with black supremacy. When you see stuff like this, you say, damn, was the dude walking out the store again? Was he there? Did he witness it? If he did, why did he leave? Is he under the mindset like, these bitches are strong, they independent, I'm minding my business? Homie, because she said that the dude said, I got a gun in the car. So maybe he was scared. But this could be anybody in your family. This could be anybody in my family, you know what I mean? In the wrong place at the wrong time, or some deranged, don't even got to be white. It could just be a strong, big, deranged man feel like just doing some bubblegum shit. So the thing is this too, like with the manosphere, the women's sphere, and men ain't shit, bitches ain't shit, and like big song, fuck bitches, get money, fuck niggas, get money. Like on the internet, all that's it's cool because you on the internet and we just typing and we commenting and we going at it, and there's a lot of trolls. And it's quite confusing for you to remember, and I quote the Big Daddy Kane line, being funny, but I'm not. You don't know who's who. A lot of fake avatars, a lot of fake profiles. That's why I always plainly, but I be serious, like come on in, my social media is open. This is who I am. It's not nothing fake. It's not none of this. This is me every day, all day. So when you lock in, you say, oh shit, that's his real name, Leon Roller. Oh, that's his real picture. I'm not hiding because I don't got nothing to hide, and come on in. But everybody's not like that. So when you going back and forth, and sometimes I do as well with these different various profiles. What about when you get into real life? Like, are you still sticking to that so much that if you was in the gas station, you would, you know, and obviously again, he was white, so you can't exclude that. That's a part of the equation. If it was a black dude, not saying cool that it should happen, I still think you should intervene. But what do you do in your personal life? Like, on the subway where this the tall dude with the dreads kicked that old lady in the face with his boots. Do we just let shit like that happen and not have no spine, not have no regret, no remorse? Like, damn, I should have did something. And then I'll quote the Islamic train of thought, which I quote a few times on the show, and I'll keep reiterating because this is what I live by. Everybody's not me. I'm not everybody. To you be your way, to me be my way. That doesn't mean you're bad. That don't mean I'm bad. Maybe we can meet in the middle, see where we disagree, and still live and and be able to coexist. The Islamic way is if you see a wrong and you're able to do something, you should reach out and do something. If you're able to do it, like this dude is able to do something. Now again, maybe he wasn't a fighter. Maybe he was a child, got his little daughter with him or his little sister with him. Like, oh shit is this? I'm just walked into something crazy. Let me get up out of here. Maybe it was how they say, flight versus fight. You know what I mean? Or fight versus flight. Which one do you do when that adrenaline kicks in and you might be a little scared, you might be a little shaky, a little nervous, a little shaky, a little nervous. So he ran and people is dragging him in the comments. They both should be killed. And saying the most. You don't know his circumstances. The dude walking out on the phone, you don't know because you wasn't there. Now she comes out and say, oh nah, both of these black men was in the store with me and they let this happen and I just had to defend myself. Then I could see, but still he shouldn't be killed for that. But the point that I'm making and why I'm speaking on this topic in the sense that I'm speaking on it is, if you can't do something physically because you're weaker or you feel the odds is not in your favor, maybe somebody got a burner and you don't want to die. I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody want to be out of here. Your record deal, your video out of here, and none of us thinks of when we gonna be out of here. And it happens like this in the New York minute. You could be out of here for playing Superman. I get it. I done stepped in situations where, a dude is arguing with her fucking man. You don't know if it's a cousin, it's a guy, who it is, and then you're like, oh, you know what I mean? She gonna be right back with this Pookie and Ray Ray. And you just stepped in and you could get, involved. And then we also know that women, unfortunately, is the cause and death of a lot of men, men handling problems with each other over an emotional female or a female that got a vendetta, or they just like the instance of, and this is a side note, but it ties in. The incident in the Bronx where the young brother was from Jamaica, had just came over here, was helping his aunt, working, etc., was in Dunkin' Donuts with another, with a black sister. He was behind her, she was online, she thought he was standing too close. She turned around, was beefing with him. He didn't really, beef back with her, according to the workers. Come outside, tell her boyfriend or whatever, this dude, bothered me or whatever. Boyfriend ended up killing him. You know what I mean? Fresh over from Jamaica, trying to help his family. Mom's got to get that phone call back. Only 6 months being in the States, her son is dead. You know what I mean? Like crazy shit like that. So it is instances where stuff like this happen. But then it's stuff like the skateboard and it's stuff like this. So we just let niggas do what the fuck they want to our women, because even though they saying out their mouth that they strong and independent, so fuck it, just let them get their ass whipped. I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. And again, I would hate for somebody to be in the store with one of my family and my whole dead to me and see them get. It could have been worse. Who knows? You know what I mean? Could have just kept wilding on them. I don't want to see that happen to them, and I wouldn't want to see that happen to nobody else. Do you got to be wise and pick and choose? Yeah. Now let's talk about this. This is why the black supremacy title or those words is in there. Because it ain't no such thing as that. Or is it? We see that the nigga in Buffalo did what he did. Obviously a hate crime. This shit should be a hate crime. And when they catch him, I hope whatever prison he go to, he get his ass whipped. Same way he was trying to whip on his sister. And I have no problem saying that out to the world. Hope he get what he deserve. And I hope it comes swift and immediately. Immediately, foot the ass. Karma like Vivica Fox was talking about. Not death, because that's coming to all of us. Video like this, and these are just young boys, real quick, just to talk about black supremacy and why I put the title like that, playing on the words. See these young boys right here in the video. Everybody want to be rappers nowadays, and everybody want to be part of that gang life.
Had to the dress and the weed. I'm around robbers and thieves. Walk down shit, got a brand new pole every week. I'm trying to catch
All these little young niggas in the video with burners and shit.
we stand over a body, get up inside it, turn this right to a
Now, I don't know if they fake. I doubt it. Trying to catch me a body.
We stand over a body, get up inside it, turn this right to a hobby. I was just up on the block, towing the pole, had that address and the weed.
This might trigger some people. This might sound a little crazy, shit crazy. Is it a difference between when the gun violence goes on out here in the inner cities, Detroit, Chicago, New York, Atlanta, you know what I mean? All these, Houston and all that, when it's black on black, and y'all know what I'm gonna say. Oh, but you black. Yeah, when you black and you go outside with the burner, your intentions is to kill niggas. And like Ho said, it's hard not to kill niggas. It's like a full-time job not to kill niggas. Niggas test you when your gun goes on, you know what I mean? Can't get caught with your feet up, so you gotta keep your heat up. Sweet niggas running around swearing shit is sweeter. Once you tag lame in the game, is follow the leader. Like, right. I'm not even gonna go into the whole rhyme. When we see people come out, black people, oh, but you black, in the neighborhoods that we live in, and they gunning niggas down. Like, they gunning niggas down like they the white supremacists. Could that be looked at as some black supremacist shit? Like, they gang, like, you can say, all right, Ku Klux Klan, they did what they did in the 70s, 60s, and, you know, whatever the time that they did it. Obviously, in these big cities that I'm naming, it's not as relevant as it was then. Not saying stuff don't happen in these backwoods and stuff like that. You hear stories where actually it was something maybe last year. The girl she supposed to have hung herself on a tree and all that. I forget what area it was. You're gonna have stories like that, but it's not as overwhelming and out of hand and out of control like the black on black again. I say on this show, and I'll say it again now. Although I could get killed by a racist officer or officer that had a bad night or a fucking bad officer, don't even gotta be racist. It's a bad fucking officer. Absolutely. Bad traffic stop in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I mean? Some mistaken identity. Take your hand out your pocket. They're scared to death. They scared to look. Of course, I could get gunned down. And they'll just be in the line of duty, acting in the call of duty. My family would bury me in it, and that'd be that. But do I walk outside of my house every day in the real life? In the real, not online, not people hyped and Bill O'Reilly, you only rally me up. In the real life, when I walk out my house, go about my daily day, go visit family, do whatever I'm doing, go to the spot, put some chicken dinners in. And Boston got their ass whipped tonight, even though Jimmy Butler got hurt and a lot of injury. It was a chippy game tonight. While we was eating dinner, we was watching the game. On the contrary, like Tupac said, it's not them that's knocking us off. It's us that's knocking us off. So I have full awareness, and my senses is more heightened. Spidey senses is tingling, that I can definitely walk outside right in front of my building where niggas may be, because I don't live in a house. Step over niggas to get to my car, niggas lean in the car, have a problem with one of the niggas that look like me and get killed by a nigga that look like me. White nigga aside. It's probably gonna happen by a black nigga. Some gang or somebody with something to prove, or they think they got something to prove. So I'm saying, are they out here terrorizing us more than white supremacy? Although what that dude went to Buffalo to do was horrific, it was heinous, it was cowardly. He plotted, now they're showing that he drove up there, and we all know this stuff was gonna come out. His family fake talking about, you know, they blaming it on COVID, and yeah, all right, go down the block with that shit. We know that that's not true. Is that worse than what niggas is doing? And I'm not being funny at all. I'm not being insensitive. I'm asking that with real intentions behind it, and I want a real answer. Is it worse? Because every day niggas get killed. That's why that line, that shit is just funny. It's not, you know, even though when he was telling Poe, Poe was the one that said it. He was telling AZ. You know what I mean? You niggas get killed every day, B. That's one of the funniest lines in the Paid in Full movie, but he was dead ass serious. And it happens all the time. It's so much now that babies is getting killed every day. And if somebody was to come out and say, yeah, babies get killed every day, not abortions. And I did my take on Roe versus Wade. You know what I mean? With 900 babies being aborted every day out of the black and brown community, which is a total of 328,000 babies a year, or would be babies, whatever the fetus and whatever they determine. 328,000. Yet they want to populate control? That don't even make sense. And I'm not the PhD. I'm not calling up to Kevin Samuels. I'm a PhD. I got my GED and I know how to count 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, and I got that up north. But it don't take a rocket scientist to say, damn, if they wanted to populate control black people, would they be trying to stop abortions? Or would they just open up a clinic everywhere and let us continue to kill our babies? They probably would continue to let us kill our babies. They can just put shit in hookah and Hennessy and, you know what I mean, sprinkle some shit on the weed niggas are smoking, put shit in the McDonald's and the Kentucky Fried Chicken and the Popeye sandwiches and all that bubblegum shit, and populate control us that way. Take the niggas, send them to jail, create OnlyFans for most of the women, and have this shit topsy-turvy. That's how they'll do it. Not by stopping the abortions. But we killing each other at an alarming rate. In fact, speaking of killings, the 15-year-old, not the 11-year-old girl that got killed in the Bronx a couple days ago, unfortunately, they caught the alleged killer, 15-year-old boy, 15 years old. Like them young boys in the video, they trying to catch a body and they don't know how to shoot, don't even know how to aim in the toilet right, still don't know how to clean properly, not even cleaning the navel, they don't even know how to clean yourself properly. No guidance, full of energy, full of misdirection and a lot of emotion that's not directed in the right way. So they come outside with the ratchet, with the burner. Oh shit, there goes such and such from over the corner. Remember the niggas talking shit? Pow, 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 riding on a scooter like you think you Nino in New Jack City. Who, like, I'm being funny, but I'm not. They caught him. And unfortunately, for the family that lost their little 11-year-old girl, they feel that right now because they daughter can never come back. The family of the boy, they lose their son. He probably never coming back. And though he's 15, he might could. Maybe they give him 30 years. Still come back at 45. You know what I mean? Come back like 4 or 5. Still with life. But it's unfortunate that it wasn't even meant for her. You going to jail. You know what I mean? You going to jail now. And over for what? So who really the killers out here? Like Big said, who really the shit? Them niggas ride dick. Frank Weiss pushed the 6 or the LX. Want to hang bulletproof glass tints when I want some ass. Like who really the shit out here? Who's really doing this shit? It's us. And there's no way you can tell me different. You can say, yeah, it's not really black on black crime. It's just crime in the neighborhood that you live in. Okay, but when we gonna stop doing that shit to each other? I'll wait. I'm probably gonna die before I find an answer to that. But what's really good? Then as soon as when something like the Buffalo shit happened, or this shit happened, now all black people is mad and you ain't on code. They ready. People in the, let's just read some of the comments. Matter of fact, before I read some of the comments, I'm gonna open up this window. Niggas was still outside talking their shit. Niggas don't like to go home. You know what I mean? But it is hot as a motherfucker. Try not to sweat. Be all, you know what I mean? Like that in the camera and shit, because it is hot as a motherfucker. It is hot as a motherfucker outside. Outside, black niggas go all night. They don't know how to stop. But let's read some of these comments. Let's see why people are so triggered. And let's see if it makes sense.
It was
And this shit got over 3,000 comments. Ain't no fucking way. Shake my head. Another comment. So the black man just watches this white man beats her. I'm sick of you niggas not protecting us. Sick of you niggas. This is what his sister is saying. And this is the rhetoric that's being spewed in the black community. Oh, like Civil War, he said, when you defeat an empire, they always rise. But when you crumble the empire from within inside, there's no coming back from that. And we not the Avengers. So we probably ain't going to avenge this shit. We tearing each other down from the inside. They got men fighting against women, women fighting against men. And I know the sister is mad. I would be mad too. Got more people. Agreed. How you watch that shit as a black man? They cowards, like Charleston White said. You got Charleston White calling niggas, you know, cowards. And, you know, a lot of times niggas is cowards. You know what I mean? Black Americans, if that was in Africa, he would have been 6 feet under. So they like, African, we don't play that shit. Even though you see some of the worst videos coming out of Africa as well, where they be beating them, chopping them with machetes, and they be doing niggas dirty in Nigeria. Tell me I'm lying. Hope I never get done dirty. I mean, I'm not gonna probably violate because I love my life. I want to live a little longer. Let's see. She should. Somebody said you should delete your comment. Hate crime. Damn. That's so twisted. This happened to her, and the motherfucker just watched and walked by, and that's the guy that was coming out on the phone again. Was he there? Was he not there? We don't know. Who homeboy coming up the aisle? Why he not helping her? Shake my head. Like I said, he came up the aisle. He definitely was there. Was he scared? Was he not scared? Do we got his little sister in the back? Do we got his little daughter in the back? And like, nah, I'm not. I don't know what's going on here. I'm out of here. Who knows? Niggas should beat that man ass. On mama, I would have scrapped blood. Since my original thoughts are getting flagged with much deleting, every dog got his day. So you know what he implying, like, yeah, that nigga should be off. TV turned off? How do you just walk by like that? Let's scroll fast. Like I said, it's over like 3,000 comments. He wouldn't have to stop if I was in that store because my hammer would have come out on my hosting. This is a brother saying that. I swear I don't get lucky enough to be in a place when something like this happens. I got bail money waiting, so he homie like I'm popping off, and the same thing I'm saying. I'm popping off too, and I wasted I wasted felonies on dumb shit. You know what I mean? It's like now if I gotta go, I'm still gonna go. Make no mistake about it. Nigga violate me, nigga violate my family, is somebody I rock with, I love, I'm going all out. And I'm gonna just hold those consequences down. Not saying I'm running towards that like, oh yeah, I want to just jump out the window today. I'm just hoping somebody don't violate, because I already wasted a couple of felonies, but I'm gonna waste some more. That's what's gonna happen. And so I understand comments like that because it's triggering when you see that. Then you got people like, you got people in the comment. Well, that's why, because I did read some of them. That's why the chick was like, you should delete that comment. You sound like a clown, because he's of the mindset like, ain't y'all strong and independent? Hold that shit down. And it's insensitive. He could be trolling, but it's like, bro, we living in the real life. This is online. When you come in the supermarket or you see something like this happening, what you just gonna stand by and mind your business and let the sister get her ass whipped? I'm not feeling that. For the people that's of that mindset, I'm not gonna say you a coward. I'm just gonna say that's real fucked up. And I would hate for that to be my sister or my little niece or cousin, and you see your sister getting her ass whipped by a white nigga or a black nigga. It's still fucked up. But I understand when you hear women so much, niggas ain't shit. I can do bad by myself. I'm strong and independent. We know ain't no woman beating no man ass. I don't give a fuck how skilled she is unless she's super skilled. Super out, out physical of the guy. And the guy don't know how to fight. And again, you see elephants in the room, or you see scenarios where it's like, yeah, it happens very often. It's not the norm. So you're not going to just walk outside and see a chick scrapping up and, beating a nigga ass. You're not going to see that. So what do? Do we just allow this shit to happen? Because the narrative ain't going to change. You got sisters in the comments like, these niggas is cowards, these niggas is bitches, and I did a video on this. And I said, ain't nobody in my family, none of my friends, none of my female associates, none of them, if you was to go take a poll, like the Popovich nigga, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, or the Lee on the back line if you know me. Like if Lee was standing around, Lee wouldn't let that shit happen. Lee not giving it up like that. Or I don't feel safe when I'm around Lee. None of them gonna say that. And they're like, nah, Uncle Leon, or my brother Anthony or Tony, or any of my names or not, he gonna put foot to ass and he gonna hurt somebody. But I wouldn't want him to go back or put himself on the line. So therefore, I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna keep it ladylike and I'm gonna keep it pushing. So that way when I do call 2 in the morning or something happens and I have to ask him to come out and put his freedom on the line, it's not for no bullshit. Understand? It's not for no bullshit. But the thing is, the narrative ain't gonna change. They're gonna keep saying niggas is cowards and they don't protect us. It's not gonna change. And then What do other people say? What do other races say? Think that was an Asian man and seeing a black nigga beat an Asian chick up, he would have just stood by? I don't think so. And you see it now, pardon me, they teaching classes on the news. They promoting, and when the dude pushed the lady on the train, and in the other instances he followed the Asian lady home, killed her unfortunately. You know what I mean? Right after that, you see the Asian community out in full force. Like, yo, which politicians, mayor, city council, chief police commissioner, what the fuck y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna do something about this? Then what they show on the news? Oh, they show them training. And that's not to say every Asian person is a skilled martial art, because they're not. Don't be fooled. Well, you see them training the women. You see them having, you know what I mean, neighborhood watches, because they don't want you coming in their neighborhoods violating them. So I don't think if it was an Asian guy seeing his sister get beat up like that inside the gas station that they would have stood by. Yet you do see two black men again. Pardon me. You do see two black men, one walking out on the phone like it's nothing. And if you just joining, you know what I mean, I'll show the video real quick one more time, you know what I mean?
Just call my dad or whatever. He was telling me
And
like,
it's
he had
crazy.
his car.
How he just
so
beat the
that's why
shit
I
out
was
this
threatening.
system.
And then he plays beer.
And niggas just walking around like the shit is sweet.
Like that's when he started punching me in the face.
Let's take the video frame by frame. She's facing him, his leg at the bottom of the screen. You can see her arm.
She was super
Then he
surprised by
swings
that
and
first hit,
punches her
like,
in the
oh.
face.
I was literally shocked.
And you
After
see
the first
homie
hit,
in the
he
back
first hit my
just
mouth,
standing
like,
there.
When he first hit me, I was just like, whoa. And then he kept
And then you
me.
see the little
I
girl
worked,
come
like,
up
real hard
behind
to teach
him.
Not just something simple. Like, this is an actual hate crime based on everything he was
There you
saying.
go in the
Like,
middle
it's
aisle
happening
right there.
like,
He looked
to
like a
other
little
people. That's what
boy,
happened to
so I don't
somebody
want to
else,
be
like,
too
in my
hard
neighborhood.
on him.
She says it starts.
And
by
then you see
having
the
him
black nigga
arrested
right here walking
seconds
out the gas
with
station on the
punch
phone like
after
nothing
punch
happened.
After punch.
I never thought I would be in like a situation like that ever. I walked into the gas
Him
station.
right here.
He came in after me.
He don't
and
look
was
like the
just,
same
ranting
young
about
dude. So again, two black dudes in the gas station. And this dude, I'm not saying that. My thing is like KO, like if you tough when it's one person, then you're gonna be tough when it's five person. You don't be stupid and get your ass whipped. But what I'm saying is to be a lot of selectivism, you know what I mean? Where you want to pick and choose and opportunistic of when you want to be tough. And I don't like that shit. It's like, if you scared of police, don't violate me. Because if it's you, police, I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm going out and I'm just going to accept those consequences. But it's like, the reason why I'm saying that is, he look a little older. He look like he probably could be taken, but regardless of whether he look like he could be taken or not, what you gonna do? You gonna just let the shit happen? So, you know, it's fucked up because it's like y'all both in there, you make us look bad. And even though these two individuals are not all black men, because it's definitely not me. That's you, it's definitely not me. That's not how I roll. That's not how I give it up. And the people that know me know this. So I don't go to sleep like, damn, people think I ain't protecting the black sisters. And I don't really listen to that shit about them being strong and independent. You can be strong and independent all you want. You still ain't going to beat no man. And you still going to need assistance when shit like this happen. Obviously, shit like, I'm going to go get my father. But her father wasn't there. So again, who is the supremacist that's violating? Is it him? Is it the Buffalo nigga? Or when you step out your hood? I know where I live, it's black niggas. There's black niggas that look like me, probably a little darker, dress like me, talk like me, wear shit like me, go to the same schools I went to, shop at the same supermarkets I shop at, go to the same clubs and lounges that I go to. They're probably to be the one that pop a nigga as opposed to one of these niggas. So who's the real terrorist? Is it us or is it them? Because that's what, when you read more of the comments than I won't, because I don't even want to be too winded. You hear, yo, we off cold, we on this, Black Lives Matter. You hear, and that's from my song page, actually. And you know he was with, you know, the Black Lives Matter and Until Freedom. And this is no knock on my song. I mean, I believe people that's, even if you're doing some work, I'm not going to knock you if I'm not out in the street marching or I'm not with the bullhorn talking to the kids. I do things in my own way and hopefully it's making a difference. And that's me. And I'm cool with that. I'm going to come out in my own way. I don't try to be nobody else. I say be your own self. But with that being said, we know what just happened with the Black Lives Matter, one of the leaders. And you had Kansas Parker roll up, like, know what I mean? Knock on your door, like, who's that peeping out my window? Wow. The feds on me now. Where that money at? What you did with that money? Then now it's coming out showing what she did with the money. So you look at Black Lives Matter and these organizations like, it seems like only when it's on white. And when is it going to be when these gang niggas is killing these rando niggas and these 15, 16, 11-year-old kids is getting killed? And you see videos like, well, all the young niggas with the guns, like, we going to catch a body. We going to catch a body. Where's the fathers at? Because we men, ain't we? Right? Like, we men, ain't we? That shit ain't happening in my house, so I can say that proud. And I do say it proud. And I say it like, that shit don't really mean nothing. Because although it's happening in my house, that my little nephews and little cousins, they not down with that shit. But they not exempt from walking outside and getting a stray bullet. They not exempt, but just because they not down, that when they go out and they going on the train or they walking, it's just a story online right now where a little boy had to get his finger amputated because they saying the bullies, but they saying the white bullies bullied him at the school. So was it a race war coming? I mean, if it is, we assed out anyway because we keep fighting each other. So how they gonna respect us when you got B. Simone talking about Martin Luther King is not a great leader, disrespecting our top leaders even though they dead. When you coming out saying black niggas ain't shit and they don't protect us and they the least respected, when men is like, yeah, fuck them bitches, they let them fight their own battles. Although you may have points in your own, what's the word, anecdotal life, you know what I mean, in your own personal experiences, when you come out to the big world, how does that play a part? Where does that play a part of? And I'll get off that. Like I said, that shit had me triggered. I was super mad. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, to see that happen to the sister. But I want to talk about the last thing that's in the topic. You know what I mean? Which is the gym and sex. And although people not having sex in the gym, to my knowledge, I seen a story, and I talk about the gym a few times as well. I go to the gym, y'all know on the channel, talk about hip hop, sports, entertainment, Popovisms 101, and motivation. And that motivation is in life and in the gym and trying to stay fit, you know, as a person that's grew up in the 90s. When you go to the gym, you see a lot of women with their clothes off. Let's just say what it is. Let's not beat around the bush. I'm a Scorpio. We the best. And yeah, so you see the outfits. In fact, recently, just realized that some of the spandex that they be wearing, some of the women, it's like a little elastic in between the ass cheeks so that it spreads the ass cheeks and make it look like it's too, you know, even though they are, it's obviously a split in your ass. But the pants is designed that the split, whatever the elastic, goes in between your ass like a thong so that the ass cheeks is definitely separated. So when you working out and ladies and you doing certain shit, yeah, that shit look, you know what I mean? It looks sexy, it look crazy, it's like, it looks provocative, like it gets the people going. And I say, damn, this is not to make anybody feel creepy. I'm looking, that's number one. What's up, young lady? I'm looking, that's number one. If you in the gym like N1, N2, N3, and stretch those hips in 5 and 6, and I'm being funny, but I'm not. And you in there squatting. Now, I'm not looking with the perv and licking my lips and thinking like, damn, this girl look good. I'll suck a fart out her ass. I'm not doing all that. But as a man who's heterosexual, who likes women, who enjoys the beauty of women, if you got some fly sexual outfit on there, yeah, I'm going to look. Like Kanye said, if you got that ass, I got to look. Sorry. But really not sorry. So it was a post like, guys, it's creepy. Can't even go to the gym and work out. And so on the dude page, because y'all know I be running through these YouTube streets, running across these YouTube alleyways, and they should have never let me in. So on the dude page, he like, yo, fellas, if you had the choice to just change the law to the way you want to change it on some Thanos, snap your finger, would you want women in the gym with you? Or do you want women out the gym like back in the days? And then people in the comments was like, was it back in the days it was separation? Which I didn't know. But he like, it's not separation, but you had like aerobics and dance class. And then you had niggas like Arnold and Lou Ferrigno and all of them lifting steel and steroid era in there getting busy and getting to the business. Without the distractions, and women fought for the right, so they want to be in the gym too. But you come into the gym to take selfies and you really not working out. You know what I mean? And you got these salacious outfits on, and, you know, not to say that that's warm, because that's the thing too. That's because I wear a sexual outfit. I mean, I'm supposed to get catcalled? Nah, men supposed to have discipline, but we are human. And, you know, you see something like, damn, you got that ass, I got to look. Then you bending over and you doing all like, talking about some of this stuff looks sexual. When they got the weight on the ball, they pushing up their body and shit, pushing up. Then you on the floor doing all type of spreads and all that. And you know you got the camel toe. You know your pants is painted on like genuine. And those jeans, how you get like, how you getting them jeans and the spit, and whoever's designing these shits, they know what they doing. And me personally, I don't mind women being in the gym. Again, I'm gonna look, keep working out, doing what I'm doing. But when you start getting to the point where it's like you're gonna try to get men in trouble because they looking at you. Now, if you taking pictures and you on some perv shit or you on some super perv shit, because we all perverts. Let's be clear. Men and women. Women be looking at niggas in the sweatpants doing jumping jacks and you looking, and men is looking too if you're attracted to the opposite. Now, I'm even going to talk about the other, you know, the BLT and the LGBT, because the niggas be in there crazy too with all type of naked alphas. Like, bro, we know you gay. We know you looking for somebody to do you in the butt. Like, we get that. But why you got to come to the gym like that with the nipples out? I'm talking about like you see niggas in there with nipples out, fucking G-string shorts on. And it's like, bro, are you really coming to work out or are you looking for somebody to, you know what I mean, hit you in the butt? Like, where they do that at? And I know, like, this for me, for the ladies, as a man, and say, you know, even though this is obviously this is a gym for everybody, but let's just say it was a strictly gay gym. I never would go there. Because I know they're attracted to me. I'm not attracted to them. I'm not interested in them. And when I come in there with my shirt and did I add the guns is looking right, and then so my 6th day of the smoothie fast, I'm slimming up, getting ready for the summer. You know what I mean? I know I'll be probably, you know what I mean? Niggas will probably be saying crazy shit and I'll be wanting to fight. But it'll be like, why are you in here then, bro? Why did you come here? You know we looking at you. And then it's like the verse from the good book and the times of Solomon and Gomorrah when the Most High sent the angels that was looked like men, for those that believe, real quick. And he sent them to the prophet house, and all the people in the town was coming to the messenger's house like, who the new guys? Like, you know, and he was like, I got daughters for y'all. And they was like, you know full well we don't want your daughters. You know what we want. You know what we want. And then that night, the Most High told him to flee the town, that he was going to rain down, and he told him, don't look back. But the wife looked back, she turned the sword in some variations, and other variations, she died with the people. So my point is, they'll be looking at me in the gay gym like, bro, you know what we want. We want the beefcakes, and you in here acting like you don't know. So my point to the ladies, you know niggas is in there working out. You know you coming in there with them tight-ass jeans, with them shorts that show your whole box lips, no modesty, no respect for yourself, and not all ladies, because you do see some ladies with the badonkadonk. They cover themselves up with a sweater, and even though, like Hov said, you couldn't hide that ass with pajamas, you put a sweater over that ass, we still gonna see it, but at least they trying to be modest. Then you got the joints with the back out, like, again, I'm not making the alphas, I'm not mad, I'm gonna still do my workout. I don't want the gyms to be separated, but it was just a question to the men, like, yo, do you want to keep hearing these ladies bitching and moaning about how they fought to get in the gym with us, and we shouldn't be able to look at them, and they should be able to come to the gym with whatever they want on, and we shouldn't say nothing. We shouldn't look at them sexually. We shouldn't compliment them. We shouldn't say nothing. We should just shut the fuck up, let them work out, and we should work out. But that's unrealistic, because you come as like going to the strip club, and you work, it's like you work in the strip club, and you think your ass ain't gonna get smacked? What? You think some dollars ain't gonna get thrown, or nigga may not put the dollar in your box or try to, like, that's the strip club. Now you may say, oh, I don't do it, don't put the money on me like that. You're gonna have some niggas getting drunk and doing some stuff that's maybe not acceptable, but it's still gonna happen. So in the gym, although some people gonna have discipline, I'm not walking up to them like, damn, are you looking out? I'm not doing none of that. I may look 2 times. I may look 3 times, but I'm still going to work. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say, ooh, I'm not going to do all that. But that's just me. Some guys, maybe, you know what I mean? Damn, you know what I mean? Ooh, you seen that? Where they can hear it. Is that disrespectful? Yeah, it could be taken as disrespectful. Do I want my sister getting getting catcalled and all like that. No, but I would expect her not to go to the gym looking crazy, to where some people that don't have self-discipline may say something, may lose a little self-control, or may get a hard on. We human, ain't we? And it's possible. And you see you squatting in bends and stretch, keep it going to the bends, and it's just like, I'm doing my workout, but all I see is your legs going like this, and your lips opening and closing. It's like, damn, that shit fat. You might get hard. Not me, but who's to say that that's not happening? Ladies, do y'all want to work out with niggas? Like, would you rather work out in the gym by yourself like it used to be, and you could do your James Fonda workout, you could stretch, get into all your poses? Because again, y'all know in the gym, it's the weight area, it's like the stretch area. So you in the stretch area, and you bending over, you doing all your little Pilates and all that. Some of that shit do look crazy, because some ladies having their legs all the way to y'all know what I'm talking about. And it's like, is that acceptable? What if a nigga, with a big strong coming in with the tighties on and start doing all type of gyrating hips and sexual dances like one of them mic dances? Y'all be like, damn, would that be considered disrespectful? If he just come in your section, because they'll just come in your section, see you working out, you using the weight, come right there and start doing the most. So what if men start doing that? Start flexing and gyrating, take their shirt off, have their pecs jump up and down, and right where you at, where you could just pretty much see their dick or see the print of their dick. Is that a violation? Would you be like, oh, this is unacceptable, you need to put some better clothes on? I was working out outside, I had some shorts on, I was doing jumping jacks, and I put it in my story, and somebody, and the chick commented like, with the eyes, and then she was like, you gotta wear some better shorts. And I'm not paying attention, I'm just working out and putting shit up on Instagram. And then when I went back and looked at the video, I said, oh shit, she dick watching, and then two, I could see, you know what I mean? I'm jumping up and down, so it's like, oh, all right, I get what she's talking about. But imagine if everybody was doing that, coming to the gym like that. Would you not attend the gym no more? Like, them niggas is freaks in there. Every time you turn around, it's a dick in your face, you know what I mean? Like, would that be acceptable? So for some men, that's how it is with the ladies, because every time you turn around, you got ass cheeks and pussy lips in your face, and that's the truth. I'm not being funny, not being creepy and nasty and pervert. That's just what it is. If you don't believe me, go take a walk into any New York City gym. You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to end on that. I don't want the gym separated. I'm all for equality. Come on in if you want. As far as the sister getting beat at the gas station, you know what I mean? It's despicable. I hope they catch the nigga. I hope he get his ass whipped. Hope he get the skin whipped off his ass. Black folks, black men, I hear you. Well, women are strong, they independent. Let them deal with their own problems. That's cool. But when you see stuff like that in the real life, you just gonna really walk by, stand by, and let some white nigga or some other person just do your sisters like that? I don't think we should be doing that. I think you could speak out, you know what I mean, and try to correct and still reach out and try to correct. Because again, you ain't gonna see no Asian person have that happen. You're not gonna really see, I don't think you're gonna see no race allow that to happen, to be honest. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but show me the videos. Show me on World Star. Show me where you see somebody getting beat and nobody coming to the rescue, or nobody saying, yo, bro, what you doing, my nigga? Or, you know what I mean? Or trying to intervene. And I think it sends a bad message, especially with white supremacy and all this race tension and stuff going on. Again, and we fighting and one hand tied behind the back. How the fuck you gonna win? Eventually, we gotta play offense. We always on defense. Always on defense. And don't get me wrong, in sports, I cover sports on the channel, defense wins championships. But you gotta score some points too. So when we go and address the real issues, or some of the real issues, in my opinion, obviously black on black. Oh, but you black. That's a big factor. Disrespect one another, having no respect, having no courtesy, having no common decency for each other is a big factor. That's why people feel of the other race, when you want to add race into it, and it's racial, like Marlon said, it's racial. That's why they feel comfortable doing the shit that they can do. Just beat the shit out of a black sister in the gas station with 2 black niggas in there. So who's to say they ain't gonna start doing other shit? And we just sitting here dancing around, having a good time, smoking hookah, drinking Hennessy, and killing each other like this shit is cool. while they doing what they do, teaching their kids how to train. Y'all seen the video. I watched it. Came right out. He ain't waste no shots. He ain't waste no shots. He was like a sniper. We out here shooting randomly, killing 10, 11, 9-year-olds, babies getting shot. 6-year-olds is dying because niggas is like this. Niggas is scared and niggas is accident murders. And the tough guys that's at the top of some of these organizations, some of these gang niggas, they ain't as tough as they say it is, because if you got the power and the influence to stop some of this shit, again, you hear the Zimmerman lines and then, you know, the kickback to that, this side note. His father ain't do nothing. Yeah, his father not a street gangster nigga, like y'all saying y'all is. And, you know, I don't look for the rappers to do nothing for me. I don't look for the entertainers to save me, to teach me. You might can learn some lessons from them. We got to do it from ourselves. If we don't, this is going to continue to happen, and it's only going to get worse. And I'll continue to come on this show and say, Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game, man. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, Popovich. You was just tuned in. Popovich TV. That's my show. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, so sometimes we go off. We authentic, not because we took over 100 blocks, not because we killed 1,000 niggas. We authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.